Yo, coming into the day, a lot of you guys took a lot of shit entries, formal entries, shorting the bottom, longing the top. Overall, you just have to understand narrative. We dumped, okay, we rebalanced at these lows, alright? Nothing happened at these lows, okay? We see price just rebalance, chop around, okay? So you know we're just gonna continue. If overnight price is not giving you a mean push up or New York PM is not giving you a rebalance, literally just expect price to continue going lower. Like this is our rebalance, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, oh, okay, price came back up here, took out some of these highs. From here, we're seeing continuation lower, right? So here, that's legit what price did, you know. Asia, we accumulated. All right, you have London highs up here at 3 a.m. Okay, we set in London highs, and from there we're seeing shorts. Okay, then around 7 a.m. we have an SFT up here with ES. So 7 a.m. SFTs with these highs. So boom, you have manipulation pre New York, and it's really legit just continuing downwards. All right, from here, again, 8:30 opened up for New York and ES, which is it is exactly pre New York. 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 is pre New York. So pre New York opens up at 8:30. What do? We see a fat spike up. Okay, this candle right here. What did it do on ES? On ES, it dug hella deep. It literally manipulated this high. Boom. So you have this SFTs at these highs from London highs. All right, that we're seeing continuations from, and you have another SFT at 8:30 exactly. The second pre New York opened up, and at the same time, you see price manipulate these highs up here, even though it wasn't really clean, but we still took out some of these highs. It would have been better if we took out these highs, but this one legit just respected the SIBI that made the manipulation, and we're displacing lower. So boom, you already have manipulation in pre-market. So 9:30 is literally just gonna look to expand and go lower. All right, we're just gonna continue being bearish. You know, you're not gonna see a reversal, none of that. No, price is just gonna continue dumping like it dumped yesterday. London manipulation again, manipulation at London, respecting the manipulation and re-seeing it dump lower. Same thing that happened today, manipulation at London. What do you see 9:30 do? Start dumping lower. Okay, reason why we didn't reverse is because we have targets. We have previous month low right here. Price is gonna look to take it out. Okay, because this low did nothing for us. You know, even though we took it out, we just got a rebalance and now we're going lower. You know what I'm saying? So our objective is to overall go lower. So 9:30, you're gonna see a fat dump down, a rebalance, okay, or a continuation. You know. So okay, off this order block right here, you know, you can literally mark it out on the 5 minute. It doesn't matter. Overall, you can see literally prices respecting it. You know, price is still respecting this overall order block that made the manipulation at 8:30. So we're respecting the manipulation. Okay, we see a fat displacement move down lower. All right, boom, displacement lower. Okay, SIBI is still being respected. Like we still haven't disrespected the SIBI on the 5 minute. This is legit all 5 minute. Nothing on the higher time frame. Just simple 5 minute stuff. Okay, we're still respecting the BISI. I mean the SIBI. Okay, we rebalance back inside of it. Rebalance back inside the order block that we're still respecting. Okay, if I wanted longs, I want to see price disrespect this bearish order block, rebalance, then displace higher. But we didn't get that. We literally just rebalanced back inside of it. Because look, us sweeping these two lows did legit nothing. It did not even give us the reversal. Like it didn't give me anything because this is just all internal. This is all liquidity. This is all accumulation. Okay, so we bounce back inside SIBI. We're still respecting the SIBI. All right, 9:30 opens up. What does 9:30 do? Let me whip it out. You did have a lot of bullish SFTs at these lows, but doesn't matter because we're bearish. The narrative is bearish. Why would I long when we're bearish? Okay, the only valid long you had was after 9:30 where we rebounced back inside the SIBI. We're still respecting the SIBI. Okay, we're seeing displacement lower, a fat displacement up. We displaced past these lows. Okay, look to your left. Look to your left. You have this low, this low, this low. So you have a lot of stacked lows. Okay, price doesn't give you a reaction from this first low. Okay, so you know the next two lows are gonna be the same thing. You're just gonna see either a sweep of it, rebalance continuation, or you're just gonna see price continue past it. Okay, we swept the second low, and now what do you see price do? This is where you have to react. You can't just keep predicting. Okay, first low did nothing for us. Second low, let's see how price reacted to that second low. Oh, I see price take it out at 9:32. 9:32. Okay, we're seeing price slow down. It's starting to wick. 9:33. This candle tells me nothing. Oh, you see as a rebalance. Okay, but where's the displacement? Where's the candle closure displacement lower to confirm this is a rebalance? we're still inside the SIBI. We're still like, we didn't displace past it. We didn't inverse it. We're still inside of it. We're doing nothing right now. Literally, you have no bias to go shorts right now. Okay. The only bias you have is that, okay, we open up bearish 930. You have these manipulations. Okay, we're bearish, yes, overall, but right now, do I see anything that's telling me to go bearish? No. You have just a fat wick inside of a SIBI. There's no displacement that opened after it. There's no candle closure below this low to confirm that we're going to continue. You're waiting. You're sitting on your hands. Boom. 934 opens. Okay. Still nothing. You know, we're still inside the SIBI. Okay. Legit nothing. Okay. Again. 935 opens. Now we're seeing displacement. Okay. Now you see price rebalance inside the small order block that we have. All right. We have SMTs at these lows with ES. Way past these lows over here. SMT and turtle soup. Okay. Now it's valid to take this order block. Why? Because we're respecting it now. Okay. Now we're seeing displacement away from it. So once you see price displace past these highs, all right, and pretty much disrespect this whole SIBI, you can enter longs like here. Okay. Stop loss at the rebalance. Today was hella volatile, so you had to what? Size down, okay, or keep your same sizing but just target less, target 30 points, whatever. All right. So if you entered literally at the candle closed above here or here, all right, you would have still been able to get 50 points, 60 points, 70 points. You know, if you were targeting something reasonable. All right. But realistically, the best thing you could have targeted was this fat SIBI, the CE of it, because this one, when we see a fat displacement candle like this, all right, you don't know if price is gonna dig deep inside of it or just literally just tease it, like PXL it and then go lower. All right, safest option is literally target the CE of the SIBI. You can have the same size. You can literally size one mini, enter here, target the CE, and you would have been in and out in like 2 seconds. Okay, some of you guys took this trade. This trade was really good. It was valid. All right, some of you guys took the same trade, but you guys were targeting like the very highs of it or like higher, you know, which was unfortunate because you would have to see and react to what price is doing. Price is slowing down inside the SIBI. Okay, so you know price is gonna like to manipulate it. All right, so this was a valid long you could have taken here. Stop loss at the low of the rebalance of the order block. All right, once this candle closed like bullish up here, then you could have moved your stop loss to the low of it, to the very low of it. Okay, but overall, longs right here on this candle was valid. This was the only valid long you could have taken. Okay, anything else would have just been risky. It would have been late if you entered on it, and you literally just wouldn't have been able to catch it properly. Okay, here again you see price edge the high. All right, but ES we're manipulating higher, we're going higher. All right, let me find the candle. Where did this switch past these highs on this? Okay, pretty much we're still inside the BSC. We're still respecting the BSC. Okay, you see price internally manipulated, but there's no displacement confirming we're going higher. Yeah, you have this candle displacing, but look at it. It wicked. It literally didn't even close that bullish. If this candle closed bullish, the 6 month started opening up higher. Okay, Valens would have made sense, but like longer right now doesn't make sense because you would have been way too late. So longing here, targeting a 1-to-1 would not have been met. Why? Because we're still bearish. You know, your ES is manipulating higher, NQ is manipulating lower. You're just sitting in between two things. But overall, look at London. London manipulation. So New York is just gonna look to continue going lower and lower and lower. So you have a lot of chop inside the BSC, so the BSC is not gonna look to hold. Okay, you have this wick high that respected the SIBI. We're still respecting the SIBI overall. We're still inside of it. Okay, again, more chop. Then you finally have a displacement candle up, but we don't even close bullish. You know, we literally just take out these highs. All right, we turtle soup these highs, and you have SMTs. Let me find it. You have an SMT here with this. No, you don't. Not with that high. We SMT that later, but this and this. So you have SMT here and turtle soup here. So overall, this is your new order block. Okay, you're not taking this yet. You're just trying to see how prices reacting from it. All right, from this order block, what do you see? You see displacement lower. Okay, price takes out this low. From this low, are we seeing a reversal, or are we seeing a rebalance, or are we seeing a continuation? Literally 3 things you have to ask yourself: continuation, reversal, or rebalance. Okay, price starts rebalancing. Okay, and we make another SMT. So we have an SMT up here, and you have like an SMT up here. So you have like so many bearish SMTs all over the board. All right, literally indicating that price is looking bearish, and you have a rebalance back inside the order block right here. I seen Jonathan take this trade. This trade was good. Okay. Now you're finally seeing this candle rebalance. All right. You're not seeing a continuation past the bearish order block. You're just waiting for a bearish candle closure. Then you could take your shorts. Then you could target whatever, and you would have been safe. Okay. Respect of the order block. Boom. Shorts right here. Valid. Why? You could have taken them on this candle, but if you had the conviction, you could have entered on this. But literally, if you just waited for candle closure and waited for this candle to start opening up, shorting here, valid. Stop loss literally at the rebalance of the order block, or you can put it up here until we have candle closure. So again, stop loss at the high of the order block. All right, waiting for this candle to close bearish, full candle closure. Okay, stop loss at the high of it again, and your TP literally at this internal low. Okay, this wick, this wick, this wick, or literally the final low right there. All right, so entering on this candle anywhere on it, valid as long as your stop loss was at the high. Once this candle closed like bearish, move your stop loss to the rebalance, because now we're displacing lower, we're seeing continuation lower. Okay, here again, same thing that happened. Candle displacement lower, starts opening lower, starts displacing lower. Okay, if you couldn't catch this one or this one, you can enter on this one as long as you had the right stop loss. All right, candle opens, starts displacing lower, you can enter on it here. All right, stop loss would have been crazy. Okay, but you have to put it at above the SIBI or at the rebalance here after you see more candle displacement lower. So again, stop loss at the high. Crazy day, crazy volatility, so you had to size down a bit. All right, this low is not prominent anymore. Why? Because we're seeing displacement lower. So your next draw would have been that low right there, 60 points. Okay, you could have put your stop loss if you wanted to be safe, 100% safe up here, valid. But if you put it here and you accepted the risk of price just at the rebalance right here, either way would have been fine as long as you didn't hit SL. Preferably at the high of it until you see more candle closure displacement lower. Once price displaces past this low, then you can move your SL back to this high right here or this high right here. But again, shorting here would have still been valid as long as you had your stop loss in the right place and you accept the risk. Okay, after you see price rebalance and we're seeing more displacement lower, again, you could have shorted again, entered here, targeting the next 1-to-1 because you're seeing displacement lower. You're seeing displacement past the draws now. All right, price is not dilly-dallying anymore. We made the manipulation. We have SMTs. We have order block respect. We have order block rebalance. We have displacement lower. You know, you see price continuing, gives you that rebalance. We're continuing lower. So literally another continuation lower still again. All right, I've seen a lot of people take shorts here. Right here, people shorted here, stop loss at the high. Okay, targeting 1-to-1 or this internal low. Okay, let me find out why you guys took it. Besides this high right here, us having SMTs with this high up here. Okay, valid. I understand the thought process behind that, but listen, where's the second displacement leg to confirm we're gonna displace lower? All right, we haven't even displaced past this low. Like price didn't even displace past it to confirm we're gonna continue lower. All right, you just see a displacement candle, you enter on it. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, we're bearish, but you have to find the right time to enter. All right, so entering here at the bottom of it, stop loss at the high, doesn't make sense because legit, what could price do? Manipulate this low, then reverse. So you're waiting for the second displacement candle to open, the second candle to confirm this is holding. Okay, if you literally just waited 1 minute, you would have seen price took out this low and then started reversing. So you would know this is a fake leg. This is a fake displacement lower. This is a fake move to trick you into entering shorts. You literally just got baited out right here. Like, we're still inside the accumulation. We're still inside the BISC. We're still inside the SIBI. We have manipulation, yes, but where's the displacement lower? We're still inside the same candles. Alright, we're literally, like, this is you. You entered in between these two candles and you're not seeing displacement below the lows. Why are you surprised that price stopped you out? You know? Don't be shocked. Again, longs here at this displacement candle were valid, targeting the CE of the SIBI or 1-to-1. Still would have been able to hit it. Okay, longs here invalid, shorts here invalid. Shorts here invalid unless you entered here at the like actual manipulation and you targeted this internal low. Valid, but like here, not a lot of trades you could have caught. I'm gonna be honest. This was the only proper long I've seen right here. And right here, these were the shorts that you could have banked on right here. So shorts here, valid. These were the main move right here that literally finally broke us out of this accumulation range. So shorting here, literally, if you shorted here, accepted your risk, put your stop loss up here, you would have still banked. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it for the 940 macro. For 1040, as you can see, price is still continuing lower. We're still continuing lower. All right. You have this SMT, boom, 955 to 1026. So you have an SMT, okay. Price again coming back and rebalancing back inside the order block. Price is legit just respecting these order blocks that are forming out of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Especially after price chopped around like this for like straight up 20 minutes, immediate pump up. This is manipulation. This is not like displacement. This is manipulation. Because look, accumulation, manipulation, displacement lower. So you have displacement lower. You have price displacing past these lows. Okay. If you entered here, if you were late to the move and you entered here, stop loss above the SIBI right here. Okay. Targeting 1-to-1, 30 points, you would have been in and out. Alright. But like, if you enter shorts at the very bottom, near this low, expecting price to continue going lower, when we have the manipulation, the order block, we have rebalances, we have displacements, okay, but we're still at the low. Price is still like getting near and near and near the lows. 1 second, let me get a drink. Again, displacements, rebalancing, displacement, cool, but we're getting real close to this low. We're edging the low. All right, from here, I know this candle opened up really bullish and just started displacing out of nowhere. So if you entered at the very bottom, expecting price to continue to this low, legit, you were late to the move, to this short move, and you just have to be careful, especially when we're shorting a lot. When you have like a bunch of displacement candles lower and not a single bullish candle or a clean rebalance, expect price to do some fuck shit, especially around 10:40 or around the macro timings, 11 a.m., 10 a.m. Price will do some fuck shit, so you still have to be careful. You know, when you're entering at the very bottom, targeting like this much, and your stop loss is like this high, it's legit not even worth it to trade anymore. You know, just wait for a rebalance and see if the price, because what's the worst that price could do? Okay, price displaces past this low. I missed out on my little short 20-30 points, cool, but guess what? Price could literally rebalance and give you another entry lower. Okay, this is why if you legit just waited and been patient, not shorting the bottom, waited for a rebalance deep, price came back up again, rebalance. All right, gave you another manipulation. Let me make sure it's there. No, so we have this SMT. Okay, order block, rebalance at the order block, displacement away. Shorts here would have been valid as we were displacing lower away from the order block. Shorts here, targeting this internal low or a flat 1-to-1 would have been met. Okay, but shorting way past these lows at the bottom would have been just risky and just legit unfortunate to take. All right. 1040 opens. We're still inside the order block. We're not seeing any displacement lower, so you literally have just been waiting to see displace lower, like displacement lower. All right, price comes back up. It takes out this high, turtle swoops it, and from here we see bearish candles. All right, we see price displacing away from it. If you had conviction we're gonna go lower and you believe this is good enough for you to enter shorts, you could have entered here, stop loss at the high or above the manipulation. Again, targeting this low or legit just 1-to-1. Cool. But if you were waiting for a displacement past these stacked lows right here, then it would have been valid for you to enter as long as you accept the risk. I know price chopped around a lot in here, but overall we're bearish. Price not going to look to reverse, especially from these lows. You know, if we were bullish, price would have legit started displacing higher here, but we just literally just wicked that high. We wicked it. Why? Because we're still inside the order block where that was made from the manipulation. We're literally seeing displacement, rebalance, displacement, rebalance, displacement, rebalance, displacement. So unless price magically starts pumping higher past this high, then I'm thinking about longing. But right now I'm still thinking about shorting. Cut. Why? We displace past these lows. We rebalance. We're displacing lower. Like, what more patterns do you need? Like, you could literally just pattern trade this and you would have been like green on the day. You know, you just wait for a pullback and short it. Wait for a pullback and short it. Finally we get displacement past these lows. Okay, we're still inside the BISI, yes, but this BISI was made out of what? Nothing. Legit nothing. Like, we just edged these lows and started pumping out of nowhere. So unless we had news, this candle made no sense. Legit made no sense. This was just a rebound. That's not even a reversal. All right. Finally, we get displacement past the lows, these internal lows. Okay. You can enter shorts here. All right. Stop loss at the high of this rebound. Is because look, again, another manipulation, order block, price respect the order block, displacement away. You have a bullish candle that's a rebalance now. Why? Because we're seeing displacement finally. So stop loss above this high. Targeting this internal low. Some of you guys took this trade, this short, clean. As long as you accepted the risk, because price was literally chopping around a lot. I don't know why I did that, but accept the risk, enter here, you're fine. Targeting this low, you're chilling. Even if you targeted this low, you still would have been chilling. So, my bad. So yeah, shorts here would have been valid as long as you accepted the risk. Longs up here, not valid. Why? Because we have a random displacement move up. Yeah, this is kind of like a rebalance, but like, where's the displacement higher? We're still sitting inside this bearish order block. You have to pay attention, bro. Displacement, rebalance, displacement. We come back up. We manipulate the high that gave us the rebalance earlier. That continued us past these lows right here. So why am I looking for bullish continuation? If I wanted continuation, it would have been from this candle here. This bullish candle right here. Why did price not continue going higher here? Ask yourself this. You have your accumulation, okay? Because this is the manipulation. That's why we didn't see any bullish price action today. Because price legit just did this. It accumulated lower, manipulated higher, distributed lower. Alright? It's that simple, bro. If price wanted to go bullish, displace higher, reverse, it would have been here in this leg. Okay? We make a low. Alright? We rebalance back inside the BISI. Okay? We see displacement, but what happens to the displacement? It just got turned into manipulation. Literally, SMT, from there we've been shorting, we've been bearish. So, I'm not looking for continuations unless we displace past these highs, which price literally did not. So, if we took a long here, I know some of you guys took longs here. Stop loss at the low, 60-point SL was crazy. Alright, it's just legit unfortunate. So, be careful, understand why manipulation is happening. So you have manipulation here, manipulation here, manipulation here. Price is still respecting the bearish manipulation. We're going lower, displacing lower, rebalancing. Again, price chops around for like how long? For like 15 minutes. It chops around for 15 minutes. Then you finally have a bullish candle up. You think it's displacement. But why did it turn into shorts? If this is displacement, why did it turn into shorts? Because this is manipulation, not displacement. Alright? Stop confusing displacement for manipulation. You're just going to keep taking any manipulative leg thinking it's distribution. And you're just going to get stopped out. And that's pretty much it. While we were talking, did we take out previous month low? Yes, we did. We took out previous month low. Shocker. What else did we take out? We edged these December lows as well. Yeah, we're definitely going to take out December lows as well. And that's pretty much it. So as you can see, displacement, rebalance, displacement, rebalance, displacement, rebalance, manipulating inside, continuation lower. Again, you have S&Ps up here as well. Displacement, rebalance, chop around, then displacement. So what do you see? You're seeing just bare continuation. So trade what you see, not what you want.